A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hello.
Serious Rock Talk back on the dial. I'm your host, Ferris Kennedy, and in the studio with me, as always,
Dr. Ian Clark. I'm glad to be here.
And we are now in part two of the Rolling Stone Top 100.
Yeah.
And we're kicking it off with number 40. Ian, go ahead.
Simon et Garfunkel.
Are you going to the Scarborough Fair? And I thought it was
Are
near
you
Toronto.
going? Simon and Garfunkel, great 60s duo. They met in New York City, 1953, at an elementary school. These guys have known each other for a long time. Paul Simon began writing songs very young, and he has written some of the best songs. Bridge Over Troubled Water, like these incredible songs. Everybody knows Simon and Garfunkel.
I love Paul Simon. There's an album called The Art of Garfunkel.
Oh,
Yeah, my
cute.
father has it on cassette. I think it's hilarious. Don't ask me what the songs are on there.
I'm not going to.
I couldn't even tell you.
No.
But Ian, you had corrected me because I thought the song, when you're going to Scarborough Fair, I thought it was based on Toronto. You're like, no, it's in English.
No, that's like saying, are you going to Vanier Fair? No, it's not a place. It's, well, in North America.
Okay. Number 39, and I'm going to quote Cosmo on this one. The brilliant one, David Bowie, or as they call him, David Hopkins Jones, or Jones Hopkins.
Something like
his
that,
real
yeah.
name.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones, baby. Listen, what can you say about David Bowie? He was ahead of his time. The Ziggy Stardust era was fabulous. He had albums like Hunky Dory and Let's Dance. The Ziggy Stardust, Spiders of Mars.
Spiders of Mars, 1973, I think.
That is a fantastic album. Unfortunately, gone too soon, in my opinion, because his last album was called Black Star, and that was an album that apparently he kind of knew he was sick, and it's amazing how you know. I think he was 69 years old when he passed away.
69, you nailed it.
Still young at heart, because a lot of people still going these days with medicine technology. But yeah, we lost him, and he was fabulous, man. A lot of hits. Aladdin Sane.
Loud and Sane, Ground Control.
Major Tom to Ground Control.
38, John Lennon. I can't say, okay. He founded arguably the best rock band in the world. He founded it, and he called the band the Beatles.
Wasn't it Paul McCartney that founded it?
No, it was Lennon's band.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he auditioned McCartney. He auditioned Harrison. They didn't really audition Ringo the same way.
Well, no, they from what I got, correct me if I'm wrong, they started off as the Quarrymen.
Yeah.
Lennon brought in McCartney. McCartney brought in Harrison.
Who was like 12 years old or something. Yeah.
And then I don't know how Ringo got in there because he replaced Pete Best.
Yeah, they bounced Pete when they started to record.
And then Billy Preston came around.
I know, but that saved the was it Let It Be album, yeah.
I love Billy Preston, he was good.
Roy Orbison, number 37. Okay.
Talk about a second career.
Yeah, I know. It's true. Poor Roy. He got the second career and then he passed away. Voice of an Angel. I think he had a 3-octave range. For me, for everyone, let's face it, there's always something kind of gothic and ghostly about Roy Orbison when I think about him. Only the Lonely. He was a gorgeous singer, much missed.
Well, Madonna, or as her parents called her, Madonna Ciccone, yes, she is one of my friends of Italian extraction. Huge in the 80s and 90s, who was married to Sean Penn. Papa Don't Preach, Like a Prayer, Material Girl. look, she kind of emulated Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
the way
was
she
blonde.
looked.
Yeah.
Listen, Madonna as a young man growing up, yeah, we all found her attractive. We thought she was hot. So her newer stuff, not really a big fan of.
No.
I do like her 80s stuff. Michael Jackson, king of pop. Listen, Jackson 5, let's be realistic, it was just him and Tito, all right? The other ones really didn't really matter. Jermaine, try to live off the name. It just wasn't the same. Listen, Thriller, what, 10-minute mini video? You know, this is how things operate.
Yeah, he was a god for Thriller. He was everywhere.
And that was, believe it or not, the Thriller album was his sixth studio album. I didn't even know it was his sixth studio album at the time.
I know.
Sixth.
He has one called Off the Wall. Which,
That was his fifth.
I know. It was a strange thing.
Produced by Quincy Jones.
True.
He had, and then I feel from like Off the Wall, Thriller to Bad to Dangerous. It's some pretty
good.
albums. Listen, how many number ones has he had? Quite a few. You know, is he influential? 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%. Everyone was emulating him back in the 80s with the big white glove and the shoes and the Pepsi
Yeah.
commercial. Next up, this is Ian's favorite Canadian artist. He probably has a tattoo of him on his chest.
I do.
I want to be a singer, Dad.
called up Crosby and I called up Nash. Can you sell me some hash?
Neil Young. Listen, in my opinion, this is my opinion, he could do no wrong. He's got carte blanche. And Ian hates when I say this, but they were saying, some may say that Canadian rock should be renamed Neil Young.
Oh, come on. Oh, God. In my humble opinion, he has 2 great albums and about 17 or 18 mediocre ones. Like, I just don't get Neil Young, but that's me.
No, I agree with you, though, with the albums, because what? Harvest was good.
Great, and After the Gold Rush is an amazing album.
And then the other one there, she rides a Harley
Oh,
Davidson.
come on. Yeah.
The long blonde hair.
Oh, for Dead in Ohio.
Hey, listen, he wrote that within an hour.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Holy smokes. Good on you. Number 33, the Everly Brothers.
Phil and Dawn.
Phil and Dawn. They are, as children of the 1940s, they appeared on radio in Iowa singing with their parents as the Everly Family. Okay, the Everly Brothers has the best 2-part harmony you will ever hear in your life. Go and listen to them. Number 32, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Formed in 1955 in beautiful Detroit, Michigan. They were the first successful recording act for Motown. Smokey wrote some great songs, and he got into management at the Motown Corporation. I saw him about 30 years ago. He's not much of a performer, really, but a great voice.
31, I shot a man in Reno.
Just to watch him die.
Johnny Cash, listen, the Man in Black, he was country at its best. Influential, he formed the Highwaymen with Chris Christopherson, Waylon Jennings, and Willie Nelson. A lot of people emulated him. A lot of people want to be Johnny Cash. Why? Because he was just raw and he was good. Plain and simple.
He was kind of cool, too.
He was like kind of like a John Wayne type of guy, you know?
Johnny Cash was the real thing.
He was the real deal. And you know what? I love Johnny Cash. I love his songs. They're catchy. And when you listen to them a couple of times, you can memorize them pretty
that
good.
Rick Rubin album's good with him, too.
Yeah.
You know, with Hurt on it, I think.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
I hurt myself today.
Yeah,
It's
great song.
kind of like a more upbeat Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, really good.
The Clash. What can you say about Joe Strummer? They're influential punk. I fought the law, but the law won. Well, that was actually a song, believe, out of the 30s.
No, the 60s.
60s? Yeah. So they redid that one and it became a hit. Rock the Casbah, you know, that was another one that they did.
They used to call their band the only band that matters. Okay.
But, you know, they serve a purpose. For those who like punk, well, you know, they're there.
They're there.
The Who, well, you know, Roger Daughtry and Pete Townsend are still going. Keith Moon, excellent drummer. I love the stories of what Alice Cooper would talk about, how Keith Moon was he wearing a maid's outfit when he was living with them?
And without an explanation.
You know.
He just shows up in a maid's outfit.
Yeah.
And having a cigarette, and you go, okay.
And his wife, and Cooper's wife was driving, and next thing you know, he was on the hood of the car, and he's like, hello there. So, but besides and John Entwistle, let's not forget John Entwistle. Let's not put all the kidding aside. The Who have been around forever. With the Bubba O'Reilly and Who Made Who, and, You Won't Get Fooled Again. they got some good hits. If I had to choose a song of theirs that I really like, it's Behind Blue Eyes. I really like
That's
that
a
one.
great song.
I love that song. So they're fantastic. Prince. Listen, what can we say about Prince Roger Nelson? That's his name.
Yep.
Influential, great guitars, excellent halftime show at Super Bowl. One of the top performers, ahead of his time. Purple Rain was a soundtrack, but not really. It was like his album. It was his. It's one of the greatest soundtracks made by one artist, if you want to call it that. Listen, When the Doves Cry, Little Red Corvette.
True.
There was an innuendo about that one that you told me about Little Red Corvette. I didn't know.
That's a great song.
Yeah, but there was an innuendo. You said had the
Oh,
lyrics.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, most of Prince is innuendo.
Yeah, pretty much. You're kissed, you know, like he did when he wore the heels. Now, next, 27. Okay, Nirvana. Like, from Aberdeen, Washington, you got Kurt Cobain. You have Chris Novoselic. One of the original drummers was Chad Channing. Then, David Grohl came in 91. Let's fast forward to, Nevermind, which is their top album, the best album.
One of your favorite albums.
It's my favorite album. It is an album that has defined my generation of the 90s, and anyone that has a turntable has it with them. They are Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They were from 87 to 94, about 4 or 5 albums tops. It's not too bad. The Ramones. Ian, your buddy Johnny, Tommy, Vinny.
There's 4 of them, I think.
But they're not even related.
No, they just call themselves the Ramones.
And they were hideous.
They were not physically attractive men. I saw them 2 or 3 times. What I like about the Ramones is this. They came around roughly around the time disco, and disco got so kind of pretentious and boring, and the Ramones had 2-minute songs. And I thought, who are these guys? And they would 2.5 minutes, and then they would stop and look at each other, smoke a cigarette, and do it again. They really were punky, but they didn't have a punk attitude. They didn't seem angry to me. They had check out some of their albums.
What's that song?
Blitzkrieg Bob.
Yeah, I like that.
Number 25, Fats Domino.
I found my
My
thrill
thrills.
on Blueberry Hill.
His first single, The Fat Man, is cited by some historians as the first rock and roll single. It could be. It was released in 1949. And he's played forever in, I think he owned his own bar in New Orleans, just passed recently. Number 24, Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah.
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire. Jerry Lee Lewis, and I've read 2 biographies, I think was criminally insane. He was the real deal. He was so gifted as a singer. He could do gospel, he could do rock and roll, he could do many things, country and western. But I think he was truly nuts. Number 23. Oh, the boss.
The boss, and as they call him in Quebec, le patron.
Patron.
Bruce Springsteen. Okay. Oh, man. Boy out of New Jersey. How do I put Bruce Springsteen? You could stop now.
Yeah.
His stuff, listen, the Born USA is probably his best album because it's
I
got
think so.
Glory Days, Dancing in the Dark. The Song of Philadelphia soundtrack was good. Okay.
Born to Run's good. I thought.
Born to Run, yeah, Born to Run is a very good album. His earlier stuff is fantastic. I think once he kind of hit the 90s,
I know. I think he spun out.
he spun out because you got to realize 75 to let's say 95. It's already 20 years. You've already established yourself.
We spoke with this before. We think that Arthur, you got about 10 good years in you as an artist. That could be the Rolling Stones, Beatles. It could be anybody. And after that, man, it can scattershot. Sometimes you luck in, sometimes you don't.
Look, listen, I love Bruce Springsteen. I have a couple of his albums. His Unplugged stuff is fantastic. And I have his 5 LP live stuff. With that Because the Night song,
Yeah.
right? That's the whole Patti Smith.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it was her that did it first, then him, or it was him, then her, then 10,000 Maniacs.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think she had the hit, and then he came in with it. Yeah,
He wrote it.
He co-wrote
I
it
think
with.
he wrote it.
She has a songwriting credit on that.
Does she?
Yeah.
Because maybe you're right. They did it together.
together.
Because they both produced, they both performed it.
Yeah.
And then Natalie Merchant just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, she did a good job on that. You're right.
So yeah, look, Bruce Springsteen, he's awesome. Whatever. Okay, him and the E Street Band, gotta love him. U2,
Number
listen.
22.
U2. I love U2. I think Bono is a great singer. I think Edge is a great guitarist. Larry Mullen Jr. and Adam Clayton, these guys are phenomenal. They are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they deserve to be there. I always said that whenever they released the Joshua Tree, that album solidified their ticket and they made it.
You said that's the peak.
That's the peak. But my favorite album with them has got to be the 91 release, Achtung Baby.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Okay. After that, Zooropa. It's okay. It's a Beautiful Day. That's a good album. It's got a couple of good stuff. But then after that, I think after 2000,
I know.
you're good.
I think they got tired.
You got tired. You got the Sphere. You're all over the place. You gave everyone free Apple download. I appreciate that because I didn't have to spend $9 and I was happy. My spouse was mad. She was trying to delete it. She couldn't even delete it. She couldn't take it off. I thought it was hilarious. And now it's gone. That's off my thing. In
21, Otis Redding, the king of soul, Dock of the Bay. He was great. He left us way too soon. He was a really, really influential singer. Worked with Steve Cropper. Yeah, and they wrote Dock of the Bay on Stax Records. Check out Otis Redding sometime. How can I phrase it? He was just a wonderful singer. I think he's in the Monterey Pop Festival documentary, which I highly recommend. Number 20, Bo Diddley. Saw him a few times. Okay, besides being, everybody knows the Bo Diddley beat. Everyone did that. But he's a great songwriter. Number 19, The Velvet Underground. The Velvet Underground is one of those bands that even if you dislike them, you have to admit, just by facts, that their influence is incredible. As they say, they're the band that launched a million bands. There's just something about the Velvet Underground. You said to yourself, if they can do it, I guess I can. And so they launched these bands in New York City and across America. They were founded in 1964. Lou Reed was kind of the center point of it. He wrote some good songs for them. 18 is Marvin Gaye. I love Marvin Gaye. Mm-hmm. He released I think it's one of the best albums called What's Going On, I think in 71. He was a wonderful singer. He could a great songwriter, great musician, great drummer, and piano player. Again, he left us way too young. Marvin Gaye is on Motown. Number 17, Muddy Waters. Yeah, I saw him a few times. Big figure in the blues scene, often cited as, quote, the father of modern Chicago blues. Yeah, and he made a great album with Johnny Winter. I think it's called Hard Again. Wonderful. Number 16, Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was kind of a pop singer with a gospel influence. It's a strange mix. If you want to learn more about him, you visit our website, and there's an episode under SeriousRock.crime, Sam Cooke. I think 15 is who? Stevie
Wonder, and let's just face it, that was one of Motown's boys.
Motown, yeah.
Yeah, listen.
I think he was like 14 or something when he started.
Great piano player.
Yeah.
Great songwriter. Excellent voice. This guy has a great, and he still does.
He still does. I know.
I knew him when it came to Part-Time Lover. I love that song.
That's a good song.
Or I just called to say I love you. Right. And then, before that he had Superstitious, which I wasn't really too familiar with because given my age, but, mom and dad would listen to it. And, listen, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 100%, Motown. I believe he's from Detroit.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
This guy's fantastic, and I'm glad he's still going. And you know what? They did the USA for Africa. He was on there.
Yeah.
He did it with Lionel Richie. Him and Lionel Richie opened it up there. There comes a time when we heed a certain cause, and the world comes together. I love that song.
I feel like he's sitting next to me.
Yeah, I like those tribute, like Band-Aid. And I like that stuff. I like that stuff.
Fun.
Next one. Okay, I love how Ian categorized this for me. Thank you, Ian. Led Zeppelin, listen, Jimmy Page is a god. I won't be like the Queen and not know who he is, because I'd probably be...
you're a little too hard on her.
I just could... come on, these guys are freaking legends. Did you think, does Canada have 4 great guitarists like that?
You're right, they probably should have briefed her. You're about to meet Jeff Beck, Brian May, and Eric Clapton.
And Jeff Beck, Hey,
they're
kind of big.
They're very well-known electric guitarists. Yeah,
but I bet you if it was King Charles...
he would know.
For sure, 100%. But listen, Led Zeppelin, they are the founders of hard rock. I'm going to have to go and say that. They went from 68 till about 80, 82 until John Bonham passed away.
Yeah, true.
And that was it. They shut it down.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Good on them, yeah.
What, Led Zeppelin, then I like the originality. Led Zeppelin 2, 3, 4, House of the Holy, Physical Graffiti, In It Through the Outdoor. See, I like House of the Holy and In Through the Outdoor. Those are my 2 favorite albums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love 4 and 2, but those two, I don't know. It's just different. And I'm not trying to be, oh, come on, wait. Nah, I'm serious. I do. I have, what is it? The In Through the Outdoor, there's 6 different vinyl covers. I think I have 4 of them.
Really? Okay.
And I just keep finding them, and I gotta say to myself, I gotta stop buying these.
Until your closet blows out.
Ian,
Number
gone
13,
too soon. Gone too soon.
Buddy Holly,
gone too
Charles Hardin Holly, 1936 to 1959. He was so young. I think he was about 22. Buddy Holly, a singer, songwriter, musician. Buddy Holly from Lubbock, Texas, by the way. No Buddy Holly, possibly no Beatles. I mean, he was very influential. In fact, that's why Lennon ended up calling them the Beatles after Buddy Holly's group called the Crickets. Like, he's a super influential guy. He wrote his own songs, which was quite rare back then. Number 12, the Beach Boys. People forget, they were formed in 1961. You know, they were brothers. They were around forever. Yeah, they have great vocal harmonies. They did Pet Sounds in '66, I guess. They sang about surf and the West Coast phenomenon. The Beach Boys are a wonderful group.
Number 11, we got Bob Marley, and obviously his band was The Wailers, which was with Peter Tosh
True.
in the band.
You're right.
Listen, I love the song No Woman, No Cry, but I prefer the live version with that feedback of the microphone. One Love.
That's a great album, that live.
I think one of his best quotes, they asked him regarding being, I guess, rich and successful, and he says, if you define being rich with the material things that you have, that's not what I live for. It's something around those words. He was a very humble individual.
Ray Charles, number 10. So we're counting down. Number 10, Ray Charles, born Ray Charles Robinson, singer, songwriter, pianist. Okay, he's often called one of the most influential pop artists, or what do you want to call him, rhythm and blues, of the 20th century. Routinely referred to as the genius. He liked to call himself Brother Ray. They made a great biopic about him. Ray Charles was a very gifted man. He sang as a band leader. I'll just leave it at that. Number 9, Aretha Franklin. Born Aretha Louise Franklin. Oh, she was so gifted. What a great singer. And a wonderful piano player. People forget that. Known for decades as the Queen of Soul. Twice named by Rolling Stone magazine as the greatest singer of all time. Now, Rolling Stone can get a little hysterical sometime, but I kind of know where they're headed. Number 8, Little Richard Penniman.
That's his name, Penniman.
Yeah, he was. What can I say about Little Richard? He was very flamboyant in an age where that could get him into trouble.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Oh man, he had a great voice. Check out the movie The Girl Can't Help It with Jane Mansfield, and he's singing songs in that. He was wonderful. Number 7, James Brown.
Do you feel good?
Get on up.
He was awesome.
He was an amazing guy.
And he would perspire as if he was doing a workout.
Oh, it's like a garden hose on his head. He used to take salt tablets to sweat.
Why?
Well, if you take salt tablets, you'll sweat.
Oh, okay. But the light was good enough.
No, he was coated and glistening. He was amazing. The Mr. Dynamite, the hardest working man in show business, godfather of soul. He was a very influential man. Next one, number 6, is Johnny Allen Hendrix. Oh, that's his birth name. Known as Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix changed rock music. Jimi Hendrix was extremely gifted. And he's one of those guys, those members of the 27 Club. You read over who's in the membership, and you say to yourself, if he had lived, how exciting it would have been. I'm saying Jim Morrison, I think, by the time he died at 27, more or less had left the doors. He was heading elsewhere. Jimi Hendrix, I always felt, was just getting started. Very, very gifted. Number 5, Chuck Berry. All right. John Lennon put it well. He said, if you had to give rock and roll a different name, you could call it Chuck Berry. That's how influential he was. He more or less invented the rock and roll guitar. Number 4,
Rolling Stones. So, leading into Chuck Berry, in an interview on Howard Stern, Keith Richards says, who your top 5, and it was Buddy Guy, Chuck Berry.
Oh, yeah, really?
I think he mentioned Buddy Holly.
Sure.
He listed a couple of these guys. B.B. King. So, Rolling Stones. Okay, Ian, this is going to anger you. They're back in the recording studio.
No way.
Yes, because they felt the success of Hackney Diamonds, which it was a success in 2023. They are back in the studio producing. Ian hates when I bring up positive Stones news. What to say about the Rolling Stones? Listen, I love the Rolling Stones, and I'll be very honest. They've been around since '62 and they're still going. That is over 60 years that they're still going. Okay, not all their albums are that great. I think after 75, Bill Wyman, by the way, just turned 89 this year.
I know. God,
And
he was the oldest.
Yeah, and he retired in '93, and I think my spouse said it best. She goes, "Well, I guess he knew when it was time to stop."
Yeah. Yeah. Good, well put.
So Ian would have been happy if they would have went from 62 to 93. He would have been happy, but no, they decided to go from 90.
Even 90. I think Some Girls was the peak, but anyway.
So yes, I find their later stuff in albums is not that great, like Steel Wheels and Emotional Rescue,
Oh God.
Bridges to
Babylon.
Yeah. I'm happy they're still going because everyone knows, and if you heard the Juno Kennedy's rant, I'm disappointed in music today, and the fact that these guys are still there, and it was my parents' generation, and I ended up bouncing off my
My
parents
grandparents,
Yeah.
my father's generation.
Yeah, so these guys are still going, and you know what? Like I told my spouse, if they could go to 105, I'd be happy because they're still producing rock, and it's music I love. And I'll take their horrible albums over the new stuff of these artists today.
Well, if you see them alive, they're not going to sing the horrible stuff anyway. So don't anything post 76.
It's one of your bands, Lee, and you still like
I
them.
love the Stones. I play the guitar, and they are a guitar band, and it's not difficult to play, for the most part. Get your tunings right, but I think enough is enough.
Ian's love of the Stones is from 62 to 76.
That's it.
C'est fini. That's it. He's
Say two.
cutting it off there.
Say two. Number 3, Elvis Aaron Presley. Okay, I just quoted John Lennon. Why don't I quote him again? He said, "Before Elvis, there was nothing." That says it all. I'm not going to go on about Elvis Presley, but Elvis Presley to me was like a minor god. He was so incredibly gifted. And I know his career is in parts sad and laughable, but go to the real early Sun Record stuff. I think he peaked in '68 with the Comeback Special, and after that he was lost to Las Vegas. Number 2, Bob Dylan. Yeah, Nobel laureate Bob Dylan. Well, the way I think about Bob Dylan is this: he was the first guy to show pop music that you could be serious with your lyrics, and it wasn't just Rain in Spain, girl meets boy, girl leaves boy, whatever. He was a serious guy, and he had the tangents crossed there with the demographics of the 1960s and young people in rebellion. He happened to be at the right place, the right time with the right lyrics. Wrote some great songs, obviously, but he influenced everybody. And number 1, okay, because this is Rolling Stone, they always do this. The Beatles.
Do you agree with it, though?
Yeah, I do, but sometimes you get even bored with yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, obviously the most influential band of all
Hey, they
time.
influenced Ozzy.
They influenced everybody. There's there's a well-known video of McCartney meeting Ozzy.
That's awesome.
And McCartney said later, "I didn't know he would like stuff like us." And they talked to Ozzy, and I said, "Are you kidding? Because of the Beatles, I'm into this."
Yeah.
So
It was the song "She Loves You."
was it?
Yeah.
A great song.
Oh.
So, I mean, the Beatles, you can't say enough. I don't understand. They're totally freakish. They wrote so many great songs, and they influenced us all. So,
The Beatles, 9 albums,
something like that, yes.
200 songs.
180 are really good.
Yeah, there's
So-
20 crappy ones.
Yeah, 20 crap. So now, if a guy does 3 songs, he has a career. He can tour on. You say you can tour on 3, but Paul McCartney, as I said, can do 3 hours, and he sings number 1 hits for 3 hours. What?
Well, you're gonna like this. You know, Rockabye Records, the father and son, two sons. So they asked the father about something about greatest hits of the Beatles. It's very easy. The Beatles, you could do a greatest hits album, and you don't have to even touch any of their bangers.
Interesting.
You don't have
eh?
to touch any other famous song. He's like In My Life was one that he said that wasn't a major hit.
No, it wasn't.
Oh Darling,
No, it wasn't a major.
Octopus's Garden.
Wasn't major.
There you go. But again, this is already 3, and I could put you probably Ian. You could probably name another 12.
Yeah.
Dear Prudence.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good. That's
Like,
pretty good.
think about it. The Beatles alone, even their mediocre stuff, or let's just say their really bubblegum, not so good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna be just straight. Their garbage stuff is still their good stuff.
Well, remember, there's a song they wrote called "Hey Bulldog." I never thought much about it.
It's a hit.
It's apparently one of Jeff Lynne's favorite songs of the Beatles. Who knew? Right? So,
Freaks of Nature. You'll never, kids today, you guys that were born in the late 90s, early zeros, you will never ever see another band like this again. I'm telling you now. It's never gonna happen.
we're
So
very lucky.
cherish those albums that you have. Top 3 bands, everyone knows it. Beatles, Stones, Zeppelin.
Yeah, I mean, and we all kind of know that in our gut. We hate it because it stops conversations. In a way, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for staying with us over this 2-part show. You know, as I think about it today, and this puts it into perspective. You know, it really puts it, because we just covered the top 100 artists of all time. It seems to me that the music world used to be a bigger place.
The music world is still the same, Ian.
Yeah.
There's just less in it.
Nice. Real nice. And with that, I bid you all adieu.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.